Hello, I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Virgo moons. How are you doing, Virgo moons? It's Virgo season, isn't it? That's nice. But Virgo moons, I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to give y'all a reading. Just as a little disclaimer, I've been dealing with allergies like pretty much all summer. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was not meant to happen. And they've been really bad, but they've gotten like worse. So if I sound really sick or not really sick, but if I sound sick or tired, that's why. They're not doing that good today, but obviously I have some things to film for y'all. So just don't mind that. I promise I'm in a good mood. I'm excited to be here. It's just my voice might not sound like it today. But anyway, as I finish up shuffling these cards, which are coming out very easily, I feel very energetic today. I invite you to take some deep breaths, to ground yourself and center yourself. And there we go. Get nice and comfy. You find out what message the moon has for you. What does the moon want to tell you today? Let's find out. So for our oracle card, we've got transition with cauliflower. And we've got Earth as well as Cancer. We've got those numbers, 1 for 11. That definitely tends to signal a new beginning, a new chapter. All right, and then for the tarot cards, we have Temperance reversed, 2 of Wands, Page of Wands, 7 of Wands reversed, Page of Chalices reversed, and the High Priest reversed. Okay. Yeah, funny enough, I just posted some shorts, YouTube shorts about Page of Wands. For those of you who don't know, I have been posting shorts on here for quite a while now where they're just, little videos that really go in depth about each of the cards. So today I just so happened to post about Page of Wands. So if you're particularly drawn to that card or if you're curious about that card, or like pretty much any of these other cards, I have little videos about that if you're curious. Just want to throw that out there. But yeah, I mean, we've got between these page cards and the 2 of Wands, it's definitely looks like you've got some sort of new chapter, new something you're moving into like that. Some sort of new thing, or maybe you've hit a new milestone and you're kind of starting something a little different. Definitely looks like that. We have this Temperance reversed, which Temperance is all about balance. So reversed, it's just imbalance. And then 7 of Wands reversed, it does traditionally have this feeling of needing to protect what you have. And especially when it's reversed, it's like having this fear that what you've already accomplished will be taken away. A lot of times it can indicate that you feel like people are coming for you, or you have to defend what it is that you have from other people, other people who are trying to tear you down or something. In this particular tarot deck, it's not always, there's not a lot of emphasis on that, but I just wanted to throw that out there just because that's how it might be for some of you. But regardless of that, 7 of Wands reversed, it's definitely like needing to protect what it is that you have, needing to fight for it, defend it, and largely out of fear, like I said, of it being taken away or being ruined. So I think while that might be valid, having this temperance reversed above it tells me that you're feeling too much of that. That's not super necessary. You're feeling more fear of that than you really need to. Because of course, obviously, when we work really hard for something, we never want that to go to waste. We never want to get too comfortable. We never want to get too lenient, right? So it's like, it is a good idea to have that, a bit of that feeling of not wanting to waste it or not wanting to have it taken away, especially when we do deal with people who we cannot control in our daily lives. However, at the same time, that's definitely a feeling that can get very out of hand very quickly. That can lead to a lot of paranoia. So I would just recommend kind of taking that into account as you go forward. Remember to just find that balance in your life. Don't let it get the best of you, for sure. We have Two of Wands here, which really emphasizes the need to plan for things ahead. So highly recommend doing that. We do have Page of Cups below that. Page of Chalices is the equivalent of Page of Cups reversed below that, which is telling me in this situation that you might be struggling a bit emotionally, thinking about moving forward for one reason or another. We have this upright, so it's definitely something that you really should do, but maybe, I don't know, it feels like more of a fear thing. Again, like I was saying here, kind of. Or actually, the phrase that just popped into my head, I think they say the best laid plans go wrong or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. It's that. I feel like that might be what you're scared of right now. Or maybe you feel like you don't have enough information to go forward. Whatever it is, there's some sort of reason mentally why I'm getting the feeling that there might be some sort of reason mentally why you feel unable to really make some solid plans moving forward, or you're scared to. Maybe you're scared of like the disappointment if it goes wrong, because that is certainly true. Like we do all the time make plans that don't work out the way that they do, and that can lead to frustration. But at the same time, I mean, I would say in general with tarot and with the Suit of Wands as a whole, it really emphasizes the importance of having some sort of plan, right? Kings also, the King cards. It's still important to at least have some sort of plan, because in the long run, whether things go according to plan or not, it's still a way of organizing your ideas. Not only that in a very like physical way, like, okay, I know what my next step is, but also in a mental way. It helps you feel more organized about the situation. It helps you feel like you have more of a grasp on it. Besides, well, you know, I just had a thought pop in my head, but hold on. Well, I'm going to start by doing this, and then we'll see how that goes. So after that, I might end up doing that, or I might end up doing that. I don't know. We'll just start here and see what happens. Sometimes that is the correct approach, but I would say that's more the exception than the rule. You know what I mean? So the thing that just popped into my head. Something you should keep in mind is that there's a difference between making a plan of action of what you plan to do versus making a plan of what goals you want to accomplish when. Like, for example, the first thought that's popping into my head is weight loss. A lot of times it's a lot more useful and helpful and motivating to make a plan in terms of, you know, what lifestyle changes you want to make every day, or what you plan to do on a daily basis in order to achieve that goal, versus just, well, I want to lose 5 pounds a week, or I don't know, whatever it is. Because when you're losing weight, and I'm not an expert on this, I'm just using, this is just an example, okay? When you're losing weight, that's not always reliable, right? We have fluctuations. Sometimes you just hold more water weight than other weeks, or I don't know, right? You don't have direct influence over the number on the scale. You kind of do based on just like your lifestyle choices, but you can like live a really healthy lifestyle and make some positive changes for a week, but not see a change on the scale. And that can be very demotivating. So my point is, it's better a lot of times to stick with that plan of what am I going to do every day to get to my goal? Not necessarily how much progress, numerically, or how much like progress can I physically measure by this certain date. You know what I'm saying? I just felt the need to throw that out there. So anyway, moving on to here, as far as going forward, Page of Wands, I hope in this reading it can give you some encouragement. It's a good sign that whatever the outcome is, whatever ends up happening with this and this and this, it's whatever you're doing, it's still very much worth pursuing. That's a really clear sign that Page of Wands gives you when it comes up, especially upright like this. There is no reason for you to feel the need to pull back or give up or lower your expectations necessarily. I'm just saying, it's very encouraging. It's a sign that yes, you are doing something good. This is helpful. Continue doing this. Even if you need to make some tweaks with your mindset or how you go forward, everything is still worth going forward. That being said, having a High Priest reverse, that's always a really interesting card because, High Priest upright, it's about doing things in a very traditional and structured way, going on the beaten path, doing what most people do. So High Priest reversed which it's the equivalent of the Hierophant, FYI. But High Priest reversed, it's about doing things the less traditional way, going in a more unconventional way, which I'm getting the feeling here that it's, in this situation, it's more so what's unconventional for you, what's different from what you usually do, not necessarily just the societal norm. I think, and I mean, especially with Page of Wands, I think it's a suggestion, an invitation for you to think outside the box a little bit. Do something a little different going forward. Maybe take some, believe me, I'm not a risk taker, but I would encourage you to maybe take a little bit of risk, just for the sake of spicing things up. Doing something you wouldn't normally do might end up kind of, really benefiting you. Maybe you'll be surprised with what happens. Yeah, so overall with all of this, I really hope that this helps you feel encouraged. I feel like a lot of the theming here is you don't need to worry so much. Not that you're not valid in your worries, but just it's a little too much. We want to make sure that that's balanced, right? You want to be able to predict what's going to happen and be ready, have a plan B for whatever happens. But at the same time, that's definitely a very endless trap you can fall into. You also want to make sure that none of that prevents you from continuing forward. For sure. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, we have Cancer here, which Cancer is pretty known for, maybe even infamous, for being very emotional, right? It's a water sign. So I think with a lot of this, and of course we do have the Page of Chalices here, which is also associated with the water element, emotion. So that's a lot of, I think, what this is about. I mean, you definitely do want to do the physical thing of planning and, allowing yourself to move forward in this way. But overall, the main thing here is just to find some balance with those emotions, for sure. for sure. And we have this earth sign here, so some grounding techniques might really help for that. You know, if there's any activities with some that promote mindfulness, now is a great time to do that. If you're into meditation or things like that, great time for that. With all of that being said, if you have any questions about this or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. The best place to reach out to me is on my Instagram at my TikTok at The Witch of Jasmine. I do also have an Instagram, but that's a very, very small account. I really don't like Instagram, but I just wanted to open up that account just in case that's the most accessible place for you. Feel free to find me on there. So I'm wishing you lots and lots and lots of luck, Virgo moons. You've got this. I hope, again, like I said, I hope that this makes you feel encouraged and motivated. That's what these cards are trying to help you with, for sure. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!